I've come to realize that ownership is not about possessions. Ownership is a mentality. You can own something and have the mentality or the mindset of a custodian. They are not the same thing. If you own a library and you employ a librarian who does not have an ownership mentality, you won't be having a library for much longer. Look, if you own something and you have the mentality of a custodian, you will only be the owner in title, but not in authority. This is why Uganda only makes $800 million from a global coffee market worth $460 billion, despite being the 5th highest coffee producing nation on earth. Meanwhile, Germany, that does not produce coffee at all, makes about $40 billion from that 460 billion. This is why the Democratic Republic of Congo makes about 30% of the global cobalt market, worth about $16.68 billion, despite producing 75% of Earth's cobalt. This is why, despite the fact that Afrobeats made about $100 million globally last year, only about $2 million made its way back to Nigeria. This mentality of consumerism needs to go permanently. You need to contend for an ownership mindset first. The commensurate behavioral traits consistent with that mindset will naturally follow suit. Take this mindset into your life, your business, your projects, your ideas, your relationships. Own it. Take responsibility. Whether you like it or not, it's all on you. Taking responsibility is a thankless task because people are never going to see the activities that come with taking responsibility. So if you're the kind of person who likes to hear people tell you well done while you're putting the work in, you will have a hard time taking responsibility. I say this because for the most part of you taking responsibility, most people will not see it, and those who see it will most likely not understand it. So whatever word of encouragement you are hoping to get will most likely only come from yourself. External validation is poison to taking personal responsibility. By indoctrination, we've been programmed to marvel at skyscrapers and high-rise buildings. But by reorientation, I've trained myself to marvel more at the enormous responsibility taken by the foundation of those buildings without as much as a thank you. How about that giant oak tree in the forest, withstanding the winds and the rains, providing shelter for man and animals? Now I know its strength is not in its magnificence, but in the invisible root system that has taken responsibility for the growth of that tree, whether it is acknowledged or not. Stop admiring success at the expense of the process. If you have the opportunity to meet a successful person that you admire, ask them this question: when you took responsibility for your life, what were those thankless tasks that you took on? Those tasks that nobody saw, nobody understood, and nobody acknowledged. Look, the captain of his ship is hardly seen during the voyage, but everybody thanks him at the end. That's what taking responsibility looks like. Consistency is quiet. Someone once told me, he said, however long you think it's going to take you to achieve your dreams, double that time frame, then double it again, then fall in love with the journey. You know what they say, time flies when you're having fun. Well, you must devise a means through which you have fun with the journey. If you have fun with the journey, it will distract you from how long it takes. Some of the renowned innovators and founders we have today, if they knew how long it would take them to get to a point of profitability, most of them wouldn't have dabbled. Jeff Bezos tried to purchase Keeple, the company that has now become Netflix. He tried to purchase it from Mark Randolph and Reed Hastings as far back as 1998. Although the deal didn't eventually materialize, but now we can see for how long he had it in mind to extend his reach into film. Yes, in 1 year he eventually launched his own movie streaming platform called Amazon Prime. 2016. Get this, he tried to purchase Keeple, now Netflix, in 1998. He was eventually able to launch his own platform in 2016. So the Amazon Prime Video that we see today was in the pipeline for 18 years, maybe more. The truth is, a lot of things are not going to happen as speedily as we think they would. So we must find a way to start enjoying the process now. Michael Jordan said something very powerful. He said, I have something that is more important than courage. I have patience. I will become what I know I am. The journey is the destination.